from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Blankenship. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, they were advancing the ball. They're going to couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And against the defense, the early advantage was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And it's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more.
Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touch marks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Blankenship. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Bernard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 33-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They go play action. Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here on the goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Blankenship. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Blankenship. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Blankenship. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throw.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mills now from the 50. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing to start the drive. Blankenship. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Blankenship. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Trying to get him into space, coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
To throw on 3rd down, Blankenship. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st down, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down, Mills. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Balaj. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Balaj. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A good run there for right tackle and an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe it's just a mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Now, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mills. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He is going to have the Texans first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kalen Balaj scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, Blankenship. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down, Blankenship. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 24.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And room there to work it inside the 25.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.